Hi and welcome to the Canva training on lines. So this one is quite straightforward, quite simple. It's made a lot easier from an upgrade they recently did. So the system is so much better at creating lines. So if you go to create a document and pick whatever file that is that you're using. And then as you can see, we've got the purple bluish outline. And the shortcut way to do this is just to press the letter L and a line will automatically come up. So if you go into the lines here, this is where you can change the style of the line. So if you click on that, you can expand the weight so you can make it a thicker line. You can also have it so it's a dotted line. So let's have a look, make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. So stretch it out. So you see I've just grabbed the end of it and stretched it out. Okay, and then you can have more of the dashes, and then obviously you can have the dots as well, which is really useful. And you can change it so it has rounds as well as straight. So if you wanted like little dots, there you go, that's how you create that. And you can also put ends onto this. So I'm going to change that back to a line. And then we're going to have a look at the line start. So we could have an end on it, an arrow. You see all the different variations. So you could have one that has the square on the left, and then on the right it could have an arrow. So you can change these around to have whatever it is that you want as connecting lines and whatever for your designs. You can also change the color. So if you go into the line color here, you can go and select whatever color you want. So for example, you could do a search on the color and just say violet, for example. I don't know why that came into my head, but it did. And then you can change the line color. So just whatever you want, you can now do, which is brilliant. So if we go back to the line weight, we can again make that thicker or make it smaller. Now, if you want to be able to see clearer, you can always go down to the bottom and there's that slidey grid thing, so you can move that up and you can have a better view of what's going on with your design. So you have a more enclosed view, and then you can drag things out a lot easier because you can see it clearer. You can also change the direction of your line by using the degrees changer, the circle of arrows, and the square one with the 4 points, sorry, the arrows with the 4 points means you can move it around, okay, on the document. So then you can see here that you can just change that to whatever size you want at the bottom there. Okay, so that's how you do lines, and that's how you change color and the thickness and whether they have rounded ends or pointed ends. And you can also animate this line, so you could have it rising in. So if you're doing a graphic that's actually having movement on it, then you can actually move the elements as well as the text on Canva. You can have it so it's breathing in or flashing like a neon and stomping in. So you have a play around to see what works for you. And of course, when this happens and you're using animations, you'll see that it now has gone up to 5 seconds. So when you go to download that file, which has animations in, you will be downloading it as an MP4 because it's a video. So this, you can create all kinds of things on Canva, including GIFs and all sorts, personalized to yourself. So it's all very, very good. And then you can obviously on the pro version, you can yeah, of course there's a crown there, you can have the scale of how it the power of how it comes in and out. Okay, so that's lines. So you create it by typing the letter L. Let's have a look in the elements on the left hand side, and you'll see here there's also a line. So if this is not the type of line you want, then click on here and you can see already pre-made lines for you. Straight lines, so you've got straight lines, drawn lines, thick lines, all kinds of lines, vertical. And you see quite a lot of them are on the Pro, so just be aware that, if you're not using the Pro version, then you won't be able to use those. You do get a lot more with the Pro version. Okay, so that's all about lines, and you can see there's lots of choice. not always a straight line. But anyway, Canva's brilliant for anything like that. So yes, it helps you to draw things, and you can see some of them you can color in. So there are some lines you can't. So you can see these, for example, if that's an image rather than something that you can change the color of. So you see there it says edit image, and you can do various things with it, but you can't change the color of it. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. Thank you.